guys, my name is Mary Jane, and today we are going to talk about the general training writing task 1 and the things that you can do also for this task. Most of my students usually take the academic training for the IELTS, but I also do have some students who will be taking the IELTS test and they need to take the general training. So I'm doing this video for them and yeah, for the academic students, academic training students as well. All right, so first thing that we need to do would be for the instructions of IELTS letters. So you will be given instructions and the 3 points that you need to include in your letter. So this is an example. All right, so first thing that you need to remember is that you need to be able to spend 20 minutes on this letter. Again, spend just 3 to 5 minutes planning and then the rest for writing. Always leave 2 minutes to check your letter for spelling and grammar mistakes. So, just like the same in academic writing, so you need to be able to proofread your answers. You will need a full 40 minutes for task 2, so don't go over 20 minutes for task 1. It is actually really your responsibility to be able to control the time in your writing test. The next thing that you need to do, you must write 150 words. Always try to aim for between 160 and 180 just to be safe. So writing a letter over 300 words will be like a waste of time. So try to limit it to at least 160 or 180. This is just a reminder. So your letter is worth 33% of your final writing score. So number 4, you do not need to write an address on the letter. Some students actually write an address, so this will take you more time, or yes, you will waste time because you will be thinking of the correct address or what to put on the letter. So try not to write an address for the letter. Next, number 5, we need to be able to pay close attention to who you are writing to and the relationship that you have with that person. So this will decide your style of writing and it will actually change also the tone of your writing. Moving on to number 6. All right, so again, pay attention to the aim and purpose of the letter. Know what you need to do, know who you're going to write it for. Number 7, it is essential that you use the 3 points to structure your letter and provide the foundation for the information. So, this is again very needed. 8, all points must be included clearly in your letter. If you fail to include all the points in your letter, your band score will be lower. Next, we have number 9. Okay, so your imagination doesn't really, yeah, it's very useful. So it's not something that you should hide. So you must use your imagination to fill in details and then decide the names of the people in your letter. So you can actually write your own name, but of course, you can use your imagination for this part. Next, 10. Begin your letter by addressing the person and then an opening line. And of course, you need to be able to sign off appropriately. There are different types of IELTS letters. There are actually 3. So we have here the personal, you have semi formal, and formal. So just remember each type of letter that we're going to use, they have a different language. It will have a different beginning and a different way of signing off. So your first task before you're going to start writing is to decide which type of letter you must write by identifying the task given. So let's go on to our personal letter. All right. So, and also I'm going to give you an example. So, our first one is the personal letter. This is to someone you have a close personal relationship with about a social situation or a personal situation. A semi-formal letter is to someone you have close personal relationship with, such as a friend or yeah, a friend or let's say about a formal or serious situation such as work. So this means it's to someone you know informally about something formal. So this is like semi formal. So also remember that a personal relationship means you share your private life with that person, or that's what we call your home life or a friend. So it does not mean your teacher, your boss, your manager, or anyone else, you know, in a formal setting such as school or work. Okay, that's something that you need to know. A formal letter is someone you know in a formal way. So it can be your landlord, a boss, a manager, a teacher, etc. Or someone you have not met and whose name you don't know. So you have that for customer services, you have your local counsel, a hotel manager, and others. So this is always about a serious or a formal situation.